Look, if you're an international student eyeing 2026, wondering where you can get the absolute highest return on your tuition money, you really need to hear about this. It's basically the ultimate education hack. Today, we're talking about studying in Singapore, specifically at Curtin University, and why this is shaping up to be the absolute smartest ROI decision you can make. We're going to unpack the data, the exact timelines, and a few hidden backdoors that most students completely miss.
In this explainer, we're covering exactly what you need to know. The Singapore Advantage, fast-tracking your education, career growth, and networking. The Global Scholar Option, frictionless visas and admissions. And finally, your specific pathway for 2026.
Section 1. The Singapore Advantage, a global business hub.
So, why study in Singapore in 2026? Sure, it's hyper-safe, incredibly clean, and essentially has zero natural disasters. It's actually ranked #1 in Southeast Asia for that. But I want you to look past the usual study abroad spots for a second. Think about where the world's absolute largest companies are actually operating today as their premier economic engine. We're talking about massive tech giants. Apple, Google, Microsoft, Facebook, they've all chosen Singapore as their Asian headquarters. The business energy there is just electric. And the crazy part? While you're rubbing shoulders with professionals in this hub, you're earning a globally elite degree. Curtin Singapore gives you the exact same certification as its Australian parent campus, and it sits comfortably in the top 1% globally with a QS rank of 189.
Section 2. Fast-track your education. Time is money.
Seriously, as an international student, time literally is money. Every extra month costs you. Normally, in a place like Australia, a bachelor's degree takes 3 years because of those long summer breaks. But Curtin Singapore uses a super efficient trimester system. You take 4 subjects every 4 months, and you're in class maybe 3 hours a day, Monday through Friday. What does that mean for you? You finish a standard 3-year bachelor's in just 2 years, or a master's in just 1 year. You just instantly saved an entire year of tuition and a full year of living expenses. And this leads to an absolutely insane return on investment. If you're looking at IT and computing programs and you meet the entry requirements, Curtin Singapore offers up to a 50% guaranteed scholarship. Let that sink in. A 2-year IT bachelor's that normally runs 68,000 Singapore dollars gets chopped right in half. You're getting a top 1% world-class degree for just 34,000 Singapore dollars total. That's just a fraction of what you'd pay for a comparable degree elsewhere.
Section 3. Career Growth and Networking. Reframing the Drawbacks.
All right, let's address the elephant in the room regarding career growth. In Singapore, you cannot work part-time on a student pass. The government strictly forbids it to protect the quality of education. Plus, general stay-back passes aren't just handed out automatically. But remember the old saying? Your network is your net worth. Let's reframe this perceived drawback. Instead of spending your evenings exhausted from a minimum wage retail or restaurant job, you're in a global hub. You have the time to join campus clubs, hit up hackathons, and actually connect with working corporate professionals. Swapping part-time retail work for high-level networking yields a vastly superior long-term career ROI. And Curtin's curriculum is literally built to get you hired. Imagine this, if you're an IT student, your final year isn't just writing generic papers. You're required to complete 3 real-world industry projects, solving actual problems for real companies, all while earning official Cisco certificates. You're getting put directly in front of employers. If you show real critical thinking and leadership during these projects, these companies can, and absolutely do, hire you directly and sponsor your work pass right after graduation. You don't even need a general stay-back pass if you've got a direct corporate sponsor.
Section 4. The Global Scholar Option, the Australia Backdoor.
Now, I know what some of you are thinking. You absolutely must have automatic stay-back rights and part-time work options. Well, here is your ultimate backup plan. You can start your degree in Singapore, taking full advantage of the lower living costs and the incredible environment for a year, or even just 8 months. Then you seamlessly transfer to the main Curtin campus in Perth, Australia, to finish your final 2 years. By graduating in Australia, you instantly unlock their full part-time work permissions and post-graduation stay-back rights.
And here's the absolute kicker. Choosing this specific transfer pathway doesn't just give you the best of both worlds, it also unlocks a massive 15,000 Australian dollar scholarship through the Global Scholar Program. It is a phenomenal strategic move.
Section 5. Frictionless visas and admissions. The easiest process.
Look, if you've ever dealt with student visas in traditional Western countries, you know it can be a total nightmare.
But Singapore's legendary efficiency makes this arguably the most frictionless application anywhere in the world. Step 1. The online application is completely free. Step 2. For standard qualifications, you get your offer letter in literally 3 to 5 days. Step 3. You accept, pay your first installment, and they process your in-principle approval letter. And Step 4. Your actual student pass is sorted out in just 2 to 4 weeks.
And this next part is a massive relief. Unlike other places that make you jump through insane financial hoops, this rapid 2 to 4 week visa process requires absolutely zero bank statements to be submitted with the form. No GIC required either. You just declare your financial info on a straightforward form. No major financial headaches. In fact, the source material notes they're currently seeing effectively a 100% visa approval rate for their applicants.
Section 6. Your 2026 pathway. Take action now.
To lock in this incredible ROI, especially with those 50% IT scholarships, you really need to take immediate action for 2026. Thanks to that highly efficient trimester system, you actually have 3 chances to start your fast-track degree next year: February, July, and November. But making sure your application is flawless and nabbing those specific scholarships means you really need an expert guide in your corner.
And that's exactly where Patson's Career comes in. Operating in association with Casey Overseas, who bring the massive global strength of over 65 offices and access to over 1,000 universities across 40-plus countries, Patson's Career handles literally everything end-to-end. They take the weight completely off your shoulders. They'll manage your course and university selection, handle test prep, guide you through that frictionless visa process, make sure your financials are perfect, maximize your scholarships, and even help source your accommodation once you land in Singapore.
I highly encourage you to pause for a second and save these details. You can reach out to Patson's Career right now. Check out their website at patsonscareer.com, shoot them an email at info@patsonscareer.com, or just call them directly at 810-4277748 or 89561-97138. Get your spot secured and start building your pipeline for those 2026 intakes.
So, I'm going to leave you with this final thought. You've got top 1% global rankings, a 2-year fast track that saves you an entire year of expenses, up to 50% guaranteed scholarships for computing, and a direct line to tech giants in a major global business hub. Are you ready to stop waiting and start fast-tracking your global career in 2026? Reach out to the experts, get your free application in, and take total control of your educational ROI. Thanks for tuning into this explainer, and we'll catch you next time.